Hello, Sagittarius. Here's your horoscope for the week of December 13 to December 19. Boy, is there a lot going on. Well, let's talk about the Sagittarius planets first of all. We have Sun and Mercury in Sag, and by midweek, Venus is going to move into Sagittarius as well. The Moon will be there for some time too, and Mars is in Aries, which is another fire sign. So all of what are called the personal planets are very positively predisposed to your sign this week. What that means is you're going to be having fun. You're going to be having a lot more communication. You're going to be having a lot of work as well. Although these aren't really hitting workhouses so much, the fact that you're just keeping so busy and there's so much going on, I can imagine right before Christmas, the workplace is also going to be affected too. Now, if the workplace is home, that means home is going to be very busy as well, although there's not too many things except for Neptune in that part of the chart for you. Now, let's talk about Chiron making a station in Aries while Mars is already in Aries. That's in your fifth house of fun, creative endeavors, parties, lover. So there's a lot of good stuff going on for you this week. So it should be more of a fun week than negative for sure. And now, keeping in mind that there may be some pandemic restrictions for socializing, other than that, it is a good time for you to be reaching out to people, have them reaching out to you. Holiday plans may be up in the air still as you're trying to figure things out. We're all trying to figure that out because who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks still. But in general, I think you'll find that all of the activities that are going on this week tend to be much more positive. Now, with the Sun and Mercury in your first house, there is a lot of focus on you. The first house is you in general. It's also your basic character and such. And when you have the Sun and Mercury, and then later this week, Venus in your sign in the first house, well, it's going to be all about you, Sagittarius. So do look for people to be treating you more kindly, to enjoy your company. And in general, most relationships with everybody should be pretty smooth, unless you're being a little bit too much you, talking too much, or maybe trying to push your own agenda a little too much. Then you might meet up with some people challenging that because, well, we're all under stress at this time of year, aren't we? Aside from that, with Mars and Aries in your fifth house, I love how it's tying up with the Sun and Mercury this week. So this is a week when things are moving and shaking for you. There's also the opportunity for some good news to be coming your way. You may get some unexpected money, or you may hear about a raise or a bonus this week, or maybe looking towards a new job or a new position where you are. But work and career will probably, I think, be working out a bit better this week than perhaps at other times this year when it was a little too crazy or there wasn't any work because of COVID. In general, it should be a very good week ahead. Even with Mars squaring Pluto a bit later in the week, doesn't hit your chart as much negatively, your solar chart I should say, but in general, it could bring out the grouchy in other people. So don't be surprised if you run into a lot more stressed out people midweek. But you know what? You're usually so full of good cheer. You probably work hard to at least bring a smile to other people this week anyway. And it should be no trouble for you to smile this week because it should be a good week overall. I hope so.